They'll be credited. Yeah, miles is PLDT, which is our internet. Miles got the bill with 2,994, and I just automatically paid 2,999 pesos. Man, I ain't worried about the 5 pesos. You know, they'll credit to the next bill. Yeah, I'm still, I don't know, my nose, but I'll live, man. This, like I said, this is not my first, and it ain't gonna be my last cold. Let you know that you're alive. You know. Yeah, so we're just sitting out here watching the world pass us by. We had the lomi for lunch. You know, I'm still full from lunch.
Yeah, because it's a big bowl.
Yeah, still full. I gotta fix this mic because it rubs up against my chin. Rubs up against here. I don't care what. There you go. And the camera's starting to tilt. The weather's been pretty nice today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It got humid for a while.
What's it? Whole day breezy.
Yeah. Kind of weird today seeing pictures of Jimmy Carter. He's kind of old, man. God.
Yeah, of course. What
90s.
you
He's
expect
in his late 90s now. Unfortunately, his wife passed away. He won't be around much longer.
Elementary. He's already become a president.
Yeah. His wife passed away. I don't think he'll be around much longer though, because usually that's what happens. Especially them two have been together for many, many years. So.
How old is he? 90?
He's up there. He's up there. He's in his 90s, probably late 90s. I'm not going to say because I'm not really sure. All they do is look and they'll tell you, Google it. But he's up there, man. That, from my understanding, they had a very, him and his wife had a very strong relationship. You know?
Mm-hmm.
There was never talk of infidelity or anything like that. You know? Neither one of them was stepping out on each other. That's a hard thing to find nowadays. You know? I think that the religious beliefs had a lot to do with it. A lot. He was a Christian. Oh. Devout. Yeah, when they were.
Any Christian.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true.
No, I mean any religious except Muslim. Any religion except Muslim.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Any religion, any blah blah blah. Have a lot of religion, you know.
Yeah, but you said any religion except Muslims. What do you mean by except
Muslim? Muslim is.
You know, everybody thinks that Muslims go out and have 4 or 5 different wives, man. You're modern. I don't know if you want to call it modern Muslims. They have one wife. I know a guy. Well, I don't know him personally, but he lives in Canada. He's Muslim. He has one wife. I mean, he'll tell you he's Muslim, but I think he's more of a modern, if there's such thing, a modern Muslim. Doesn't believe in all this jihad stuff and stuff like that. They don't believe in all that. Seems, you know what I'm talking about, Mosaji?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
See?
What? It's an e-bike.
E-bike?
Yeah.
I thought it's
No, that was an e-bike. Yeah.
Mio.
Huh?
I thought it's Mio. Mio, the small motorbike.
Nah, that's an e-bike. Yeah, around here you're starting to see a lot of that, man. They have these e-bikes that look like the motorcycle. Well, they call it a motorcycle. I call them what do I call them again? Mopeds. But they look like them, but they're e-bikes. And that's starting to, you're seeing more and more e-bikes around.
Yeah.
More and more.
Yeah. The one just like Mary Grace, they are cheap now.
Well, how much was that e-bike, that two-wheel e-bike that was in?
Just like Mary Grace?
The 178, yeah. Was that 12,000? Yeah, I think they were asking 12,000 for it.
They are cheap now.
Yeah.
Mary Grace is get 16,000.
Yeah, the one at the 178 is 12. I want to get Miles. Miles doesn't feel comfortable on a two-wheel. She wants like a tricycle. You know, if she ever gets one, she wants like a tricycle for balance reasons, which is understandable. I just wonder if they're going to come up with a way this, you know, the younger folks come up with a noise so it makes loud noises. I'm waiting for that to happen, to be honest with me. Yeah, they like the motorcycles loud here. And it's just like, oh, stop. But there's a law against that, isn't there? Noise. But they still do it. They confiscate your motorcycle, man. They take it. There is no tickets, they take it. What I noticed though, watching YouTube, man, and this is not a lecture, I'm just my opinion on what I see, man. There's a lot of these vloggers, man, like I have stated before, the Philippines is saturated with bloggers, a lot of them, okay? And they're all trying to come up with new content. But you gotta watch yourself, man. Don't go across that line. It's a cat. Don't cross that line. Your ass will end up in jail. You know? You don't disrespect the Philippines. You don't disrespect them, man. And I mean, I'm pretty sure in the past they just let it go and let it go. But God, those vloggers are getting really, they're asking some really aggressive questions, and you don't go up to a female Filipino and ask them about sex. They don't talk about shit like that, you know? People are going to end up in jail or end up getting kicked out, and then you know, they got nobody to blame themselves. They got nobody but to blame but themselves. See, I'm not in that types of videos, you know. TNA, I call them TNA videos. That's not my thing. No, it's just not my thing, man. But I mean, if you are, you are. I'm not gonna knock you for it. That's what you do in your own privacy is your business. But some of them paint a picture that the Philippines is full of sluts and whores. I'm being honest, and they're not. They're not. You know, they're not. I know that they're not. Your average Philippine woman is very, very conservative. They don't play that, man. But the questions that the people that are asking these questions to are young. You know? Like 18-year-olds, man. Or at least they think they're 18 years old. Or they're hoping they're 18 years old. Gotta watch yourself, man. And if the law don't get you, they got families, and their family ain't gonna tolerate that crap. I mean, I'm not gonna lecture. You do what you gotta do, or people do what they gotta do. But you cross that line, you're screwed. It ain't like the United States where you can bullshit your way out of everything. But yeah. And some people are complaining about the younger vloggers. So what, man? Who cares? Oh, they're trust fund babies, lucky bastards. That's what I call them, lucky. You know, their life is good, you know, at a very young age. Are they spoiled? Probably, but that's not my concern. Yeah, but like I said, you gotta watch yourselves, man. I know a line that I won't cross. If I'm walking around videoing and I see a girl trying to hide her face, I don't push the issue. I just keep on going, you know. I don't push it. They don't like being embarrassed here. That's one thing, right? Miles?
It depends on.
That's the impression I get. They don't like being embarrassed or ashamed, you know? They don't like that. And you gotta watch what you say, you know? Their humor is different from ours. Their sense of humor is way different from ours. Just like the British sense of humor is way different from the American sense of humor, you know? Everybody's different. Is it wrong or right? I have no idea, man. It's just different. So what you might think is funny as hell, they might think it's an insult. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
They might not know you're joking with them. And I was watching this, I only watched it for a couple minutes. I think the guy was from Russia or something, man. He's asking girls about anal. I'm like, what kind of freaking question is that? Anal sex. I said, what kind of question is that to ask somebody, you know? Would you let somebody go up to your daughter and ask them that kind of question?
No.
No. I know I wouldn't. I believe the guy was Russian. I don't know his name. I just seen like 2 minutes of it. The introductory or the right in the very beginning, and then when he first started, and he right from the get-go he asked her, and I was like, what? What kind of question did I ask somebody? Unless it was staged, I don't know. But you don't ask people that kind of questions, man. Would you ask somebody that question in your own home country? No, because you probably get punched in the mouth. Now I'm out of bad mood. It's just that, like I say, man, the Philippines is flooded, saturated, extremely saturated with vloggers, and they're all trying to come up with different types of content. And sometimes they're crossing that line, man. And let me tell you what. You find your ass in a ditch somewhere, you got nobody to blame but yourself.
Exactly.
You know? It's just sad. Yeah, it's just, I don't understand why people do that stuff. You're the guest. It's not your country, man. You're the guest.
You're the visitor.
Huh?
You're the visitor.
But some of them just, I don't know. They cross the line. Like they had this big controversy on Brian from my Philly in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And they were making a big deal out of certain things, and I was like, I don't think it's a big deal. You know, he was sitting there talking to a woman who's living from day to day. And people, not the Philippine people, but from other countries were getting all on and up on. I was like, it wasn't sexual. He was just showing, you know, asking a woman, you know, interviewing a woman on the streets about day-to-day life, man. It's facts. People don't want to hear the facts, you know. They just want to hear the I call them fantasy videos, man. Where every Philippine girl's on a beach wearing thongs. I call that fantasy video. It's very rare. Well, probably in the heavily foreigner populated areas, right? Where you see the girls dressing like that.
Especially you know the place already.
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Say it.
Angeles City.
Yeah. Your average Philippine girl doesn't walk around
Angeles
half
City,
naked, man.
also in Manila, of course, in Leyte, Cebu.
Hey, I call them fantasy videos, man. And I'm not knocking the guys doing them, man. Knock yourselves out, but I'm just saying, man, that's not the real Philippines. You know, Walker Street is not the real Philippines. Walker Street's just like any other red light district in any country in this city. You know, I know Philadelphia has a red light district. Chicago has a red light district.
Yes, for me also. For my opinion is might be that is their what they see is every Philippine woman are the same already. What they can see in their place where they live or visiting what place where they visited. A lot of.
I never seen them around.
Who's that?
Them too. Two people walk right by.
Them?
Yeah.
Those are the couple there near the store.
I was gonna say, got people coming over cutting, getting bananas and stuff.
Apa agdikit ka? Agdikit ka, May? Ay nangatodan. Nagidibulungan.
And the way I see it, I've been here for 4 years, man. Every Filipino I met, they're very pleasant. You know? They're pleasant for the majority. You know, they're pleasant people. You know? Now, unfortunately, you do have your bad people, but you know, you don't judge everybody just off the actions of a few. You
sometimes you accept. Sometimes you cannot say they don't judge because they see, like I said, they go to the place where girls like this or like that doing like this and like that. That's why they said Filipinos in general already.
I'll tell you,
sometimes I won't blame them.
Who? The Filipino or the foreigner?
Foreigner.
Oh.
Because if they cannot see things, they won't criticize or criticize Filipino women. Sometimes those Filipino.
I don't think they criticize a Filipino woman. I just think they got no manners as far as going up to a woman. And I'm pretty sure 99% of it's staged, okay? But they pay that. You know, they pay the person, whoever they're talking to, hey, I'm going to ask you these questions. Is it okay? I'll give you 100, 200, 300 pesos. You know what I mean?
No.
But it doesn't look good on video, man. That's all I'm going to say.
If you intend to interview in confidential, don't video it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people around here that I could sit down and have an interview with them, but you know, number one, I don't want to embarrass, because they get embarrassed when they can't speak English, don't they? Huh?
Yeah.
So I don't want to put them on the spot, you know, because I know for a fact that this is their country. English is not their primary language. Now, they learn a little bit of English, but it's not their primary language. So I'm not going to sit there but they get ashamed, embarrassed, because they can't speak English. They call it nosebleed, right? But I'm the one, and the foreigners who come here that stay here permanently should be the ones embarrassed when they can't speak. Wherever you're at, here they speak Ilocano. But I know they have the were they Jehovah's or Mormons? The guys that come around with the white shirts and the khaki pants, are they the Jehovah's or the Mormons?
Mormons.
Mormons. From what I've been told, I talked to one time, they do a crash course of wherever they're going, like Ilocos or Tagalog or whatever. They do a crash course.
Yeah, they can speak Tagalog.
And they can speak it. That's my only one regret, is not learning the language before I got here, man. Because it's really hard to learn it off the people because they speak it really fast. Really fast. I'm like, what? But I'm embarrassed. They shouldn't be ashamed. Like I said, I should be the one that's ashamed. And another thing, I got to learn to speak a lot slower. Excuse me. You know? Because I got that northeastern thing going on where I talk real fast. And I don't realize it. You know, because it's a habit. But I just wish people would realize when they come here, you're visiting, you know. But there's, like I said, there's vloggers that come here and you piss off some people, man.
I like the blogger that, just like what Harald doing, he go to one house and interview what they are.
Oh, Harold Boulder?
Yeah. And a Filipino blogger. He likes to go to different places.
Yeah. Well, there is one vlogger here. I don't think he's here right now. He's probably the most hated vlogger in the Philippines. And you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to mention names or anything, but he is most hated. He's arrogant. He talks down to the Filipinos. He talks down to his wife. Do I know him personally? No. No. And I have no desire to know him either.